there tends to be a lot of infighting for who is the correct leftist, who is the true voice of the left. And then we end up ostracizing or otherwise alienating our own allies. I cannot tell you how many times that I have been pseudo canceled by one group or another on the left for not being left enough. And then people on the right think that I'm some crazy Marxist, right? And then what's funny, what's also funny is that like people on TikTok and Instagram see the same videos, but the people on TikTok think that I'm like far left, and the people on Instagram think that I'm a centrist or center right, which confuses me. But it's just like we don't always control where our message goes. We just control what we say, and we also can't control how people interpret what we have to say.
Yeah, exactly. And the left has a way of fighting among themselves much more than they fight the other side. And
We have
I
to be
feel like
we have
there's
to be
not
right. We
really
have to be
even any
correct.
infighting on the right.
Well, their infighting happens very quietly because there's I think there's actually a creator named Keegan who posts on TikTok, and he posts about political psychology. And one thing that I've heard him mention before is that on the right there is a much larger tendency to have deference to power. So basically, once you know that you've been beaten, you're much more likely to, on the right, defer to the power of that who won, versus on the left, where you're still much more likely to fight your good fight, even if it's futile.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, on the left, anytime I see someone in a position of power, my first instinct is to be suspicious of them. And that's not a problem they have on the other side.
And you know what? It's always good to be a little bit skeptical, but also we also have to learn to extend people olive branches. I think we're very quick to attack, and we're very quick to be frustrated and upset. And I think that doesn't do good for citizens. That doesn't do good for the people who we want to be allies with. Because if we're constantly in a state of fear, then it is much more easy for us to fall for those more fear-based messages that come from the right. So I think it's also our responsibility as content creators, as politicians, as community leaders to have that naive, optimistic outlook, knowing that we have to be skeptical of some things. But like, I think that we have to try to push forward and show that there can be better, that better is possible.